Muy buenas a todos, gamers, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Espero que hayan tenido un buen comienzo de año 2024 y por consiguiente que hayan tenido una noche vieja, pues buena, la verdad, en familia, comiendo bien y todo esto, ¿vale? Así que bueno, aquí estamos en un nuevo gameplay de Genshin Impact en el que vamos a hacer uno de los eventos del Genshin, que de hecho me queda poquito, se llama Rosas y Mosquetes, a 3 días de terminarse, que me ha sido imposible en estos días hacerlo por motivos obvios, ¿vale? Y ayer, si no recuerdo mal, se activó este de Casa de Tesoros, que próximamente también lo tendrán en el canal. Así que bueno, vamos allá, me disculpan. Vamos allá, vamos a por ello, vamos a terminar y completar en general este evento y bueno, no me demoro mucho más. Vamos allá. Ok, nos teletransportamos. Me voy a cambiar el equipo, que he estado indagando. Y así ya estoy preparada. Vale, espérate. Ajustes rápido. A clic y a colei. Ahí está. Y dale con Chonkyun, me equivoqué. De verdad. Chonkyun me cae bien, pero ahora mismo no. Vale. Perfecto. Pues vamos allá.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir.
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis.
But what about my film?
Quinografía, madre mía.
I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes...
Diosito.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now.
Yes.
Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon. Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now.
Rodar algo, alguna cosa, la película, cortometraje, una cosa de esta. Uy, qué cosa.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontaine Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work.
Muma.
Fontaine Film Festival?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontaine Film Festival?
Sí, por favor.
The Fontaine Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon
Los caballeros agua pura.
The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials.
Es una especie de festival de cine, pero local. Curioso. Me recuerda a los festivales de Galdar, o por ejemplo el que se hizo hace poco en La Laguna. Está guay.
What's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
Ay, Paimon.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any,
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the wind
Efectivamente.
in Mondstadt.
Mondstadt y Liyue.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good to commemorate the Loch Knights? People will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little.
O sea, un Halloween. En vez de agua pura y dulce, es como si fuera un Halloween, pero sin cosas terroríficas.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids.
Básicamente Halloween, solo que... En fin. Qué original, Genshin, qué original.
Yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. The Fontaine Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, during this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the
lógico.
The what award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's
That's true.
superstar.
Alright, guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Ajá.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the-
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes.
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee
Claro,
the event's
se encargará de los
art direction,
disfraces y todo el
including the
tema.
design
Ok.
of the
Oh, Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori. And Kira...
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful
La costurera tronadora.
The fashion
Vaya
of her
nombre, por Dios.
remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma.
Hombre, lo entiendo. Porque Inazuma
Anyway, Chiori is
tiene
acquainted
unos,
with all the actors
unos
I've
vestuarios muy
invited from
bonitos.
Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the...
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we...
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to
Ajá,
welcome
ahí
them?
vamos a ver todos los cameos que va a haber en este evento. Tengo que decir que es algo que echaba de menos. Ver a más personajes en otros eventos en plan grande. Es algo que echo de menos. Como hay tantos personajes en Genshin, ver a algunos que hace tiempo no vemos está guay, la verdad. ¡Hala! ¡Qué guapa la animación! En plan cine. Curioso. A ver. Zona de tiro, intersección centesimal a 1000 pies. Luces fantásticas, efectos realistas, expulsión extrema y encuadre ingenioso. ¡Ah! ¡Qué curioso! Vamos allá. Hay varios. Ah, vale. Bueno, voy a la primera. Es esta, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Se me están activando todas y me voy a estresar ligeramente. Vamos a ver. No me estresen, ¿eh? Evento festivo. Vamos aquí. Tiro preciso. Vamos para acá. No sé si es el orden normal, pero voy. Ajá. Bienvenido al entrenamiento especial. Ok. Ok. Vale. Ok. Ajá. Ok. Ok. Bueno. Prueba de gratis. Ah, hay varios... Ah, todavía no están... Vale. Vale. Pero... Vale. Empezar. Ni idea. Esto va a ser nuevo para mí. Derrota a todos los enemigos utilizando una cantidad limitada de munición. Comenzar prueba. Pues vale. A ver. En zona de tiro tendrás que utilizar una mira óptica especial para apuntar y disparar al enemigo. Al pulsar una vez el botón de apuntar, entrarás en el modo de puntería. Tras apuntar al enemigo, pulsa una vez disparar para abrir fuego contra los enemigos que estén en la zona en la que estás apuntando con la mira. Derrota a todos los enemigos para completar el desafío. En algunos escenarios la cantidad de munición será limitada, por lo que tendrás que derrotar a todos los enemigos teniendo en cuenta dicha limitación. Ya. Mejora el control del simulador de tiro ajustando la sensibilidad horizontal de cámara y, o sea, modo de puntería, tanto horizontal como vertical. ¿Cuántas balas hay? Vale. A ver. Ah, este tío se mueve mucho. Aguanta. Pestuzo. Ah, estás aquí, pestuzo. Not bad. Genial. Pues salir. Por probar. Bueno. Para ser la primera vez, ni tan mal. Vale. Vale. Esto es probando. Corto Fontaine. Vale, el cortometraje que yo pensaba. Vale. Vale, vamos al siguiente. Hay que probar. Vamos a probar. Ya continuaré, pero vamos a ir probando. Vale. Ok. Vaya corte, vamos. Ajá. Ok. Ok. Por probarlo, a ver en qué consiste. Pues vamos a probar. Vamos allá. Vale, pero ya está. Ni no entender. No entiendo yo. Ah, vale. Hay que ir aquí. Vale, ahora sí, no lo entendía. Vale, durante luces fantásticas, efectos realistas, tendrás que derrotar en el tiempo establecido a enemigos que no dejan de aparecer para obtener puntos, ¿vale? Al terminar el desafío tendrás insignia en función de la puntuación. Antes de comenzar el desafío podrás ajustar la alineación de tu equipo en función de los distintos especiales lumínicos. Durante el desafío derrota de enemigos para acelerar la preparación de los efectos especiales lumínicos. Una vez preparado el efecto, puedes activar el momento adecuado para tener una potente bonificación de combate durante un cierto periodo de tiempo. Si aprovechas al máximo esos efectos, podrás completar los edificios de forma eficaz. Ok. Vale. Normal. Vale. Vale. En los 12 segundos siguientes a la activación lanza una onda de choque hidro cada 4 segundos que gira alrededor del personaje en uso y que inflige daño hidro al enemigo golpeado. El daño crío que inflige aumenta un no sé cuánto. ¿Enemigo? Vale. Bueno. La zone sí que tiene que estar. Ayaka, que me caes bien. Voy a poner a Bárbara y voy a poner a Clip. Venga, tiene que ser. Vamos a ver.
I'll protect us.
Illusion shattered.
Whirling snow.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
My apologies. Embrace the ice. Let's dance.
Take flight. Kamisato out.
Vamos allá.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Let the show begin.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Obviamente esta parte es muy fácil. ¿Plata? Bueno, ni tan mal. Vale, quiero hacerlo otra vez. Voy a hacer el segundo porque me ha gustado esta parte, la verdad. Ha estado muy bien. Vale, vamos a poner... Voy a seguir con fácil. Ya llevaré las partes más así complicadas. Vale. Venga, vamos. Vale. En los 12 segundos siguientes a la activación lanza una onda de choque en la ubicación del enemigo, daño verdadero, como máximo solo se puede generar una onda de choque cada un segundo de esta manera. Vale. Ok. La Sogun la quiero igual. A ver, eran robot, el anemo. Uy, encima bichos estos de Fontaine. Vale. Vale. Pues que era Chonghyun y... ¿Quién más puedo poner? ¿A quién más puedo poner? Yoimiya me gusta mucho. Si está esta mujer es por algo. No sé por qué me vuelo yo que estará por algo. Voy a poner a Xinjiang y me voy a poner a esta mujer. Aunque no la quiero, pero por algo estará ahí. Vale, vamos allá.
Illusion shattered.
Swift and merciful.
Feel the beat. Break a leg. Shine down.
One with my blade. Submit or shut.
Right on there. Hardcore.
And step.
Strike is one.
From whence you came.
On to oblivion.
Fury flame. Attack.
Amp it up.
Break a leg. And step.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Es curioso.
Submit or shut.
Your grand finale.
Right on there. Feel the beat. Now you shall perish. There is no...
Uy, casi llega a los 4000, ¿eh? Casi. Bueno, not bad. Vamos a salir. Que no me quiero entretener demasiado. Hay que probar todo. Y ya pues vamos con los puntos de dificultad de cada cosa. Vale. Vale, vamos al siguiente. ¿Qué ha pasado? Ujú. Ajá, pues si plataforma estabilizó cuando se mueve a gran velocidad. Ok. Hmm. ¿No? Pues sí. Mhm. Amigo. Ok. Perdón. Vaya, hombre. ¿Cuánto dinero? Ah, odio las pruebas de velocidad. Pero bueno. Plantéate cambiar de jefe, me encanta Paimon. Era este, ¿no? Sí, este. Es aquí, ¿no? Vale, sí. Los estabilizadores de imagen se verán afectados por los movimientos de todos los testeadores. Ah, esto es multijugador. Aprovecha eso para llevar a tu zona objetivo todos los estabilizadores de imagen que puedas en el tiempo establecido. Vale. Aparte de los estabilizadores de imagen normales, también aparecerán los fastuosos. Y os parece un poco complicado. Digo parece. En el campo de prueba aparecerán bonificaciones de salto, que puedes recorrer para saltos extremos que llegan más alto y más lejos. Vale. Buah. Vamos a ver qué es esto. Qué raro me parece todo esto. A ver. Ah, que es multijugador literal. Vale. Un poco complicado de buscar jugadores, vale. Genial. sinceramente, no me ha gustado. O sea, no sé, o sea, ha sido un poco extraño este juego. O sea, no he querido hablar en medio de la partida porque hay otros jugadores y no he querido tal. Pero es en plan, ¿qué? Es como mandar a las ovejas a su rebaño, ¿sabes? En plan todo descontrolado. Es un poco extraño, la verdad. Bastante extraño. No me ha hecho mucha gracia este juego. No tanto porque no se me dé muy bien, que también, o sea, es un poco en plan, ¿what? Pero, madre mía, o sea, yo 5.000 puntos. Si llego a 5.000 puntos es un milagro del Señor. En fin, vamos al siguiente. Dios mío, mi vida. Dios mío, mi vida. Qué cosa más extraña, de verdad.
The world remains constant.
¿Por qué no puedo hablar con el trabajador? Hola. Hola. Se ha trabado el juego. Se ha trabado el juego y no me he enterado. ¡Anda! ¡Una espada! ¡Qué guapo! Ah, vale, creo que había escuchado hablar de ella. Vale. ¿Por qué no puedo hablar? ¿Por qué no puedo hablar con él, tío? ¿Qué te pasa, Genshin? ¿Me ignoras? Me da a mí que hay un error aquí porque no me deja hablar. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, señor? Bueno, no sé qué pasa aquí, pero será que a lo mejor hay algo que me falta, no sé, por... En fin. Vamos a lo siguiente. Vale, esta es la misión principal, entiendo. Creo que esto está a la misma altura. Va a ser que no. Pues voy aquí. Y así me veo un saltito. Efectivamente, ¿ves? ¿Ves? A ver dónde está. No me quiere el ascensor. Pues nada. ¿Qué pasa aquí, tío? Hola. Hay algo que no estoy haciendo bien. ¿Qué demonios? Ve a la terminal, ve. Aquí hay algo que no me cuadra. No sé por qué. ¿Que tengo que terminar todo esto o algo? No, no. ¿O sí? O sea, no entiendo por qué... Pues será eso, que tengo que terminar todo y por eso no me deja... Pues no sé. ¿Cómo que no disponible en el modo multijugador? ¿Estoy en modo multijugador? Esto es un poco extraño. Voy aquí, pero vamos, que estoy un poco extrañada, sinceramente. Bueno, nada, como parece que... ¿Ves? ¿Y por qué no me deja? Aquí hay algo que no... Tienda del evento. Ah, vale, espérate. Vale, ya sé por qué no me deja, pero ¿por qué se...? Claro, es que todavía estoy... Ay, de verdad. Genshin, vete a cagar. Como tengo esto hecho... Vale. Como tengo activado esto de... hasta que no termine esta partida en plan evento no me deja... F. F. Pues a ver, porque... Sí, voy a tener que hacer esto. Mal, Genshin, mal. Canonto. Pues nada, me voy a mantener callada, ¿vale? En este modo.
There's something in the air. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Bueno, por fin he terminado este juego infernal, madre mía. No sé cómo diantres lo he conseguido, pero por fin, a ver si ahora puedo quitar lo de activación multijugador de esto, de esta parte de aquí. Así que bueno, vamos a ver, vamos a recoger las recompensas, como Dios manda. Vale, perfecto. Y también obsequio, perfecto. Maravilloso. Vale, y ahora, por si acaso... Vale. Creo que ya... O sea, digo yo. Que ya que lo he terminado, ya podré ir. Digo yo. Ya puedo ya, ¿no? Por fin. Parece que sí, que ya me deja. No poner restricciones de no disponible en multijugador. Ni. Genshin siendo Genshin, de verdad. Vale. Ahora sí. La. Ahora. ¿Qué es esto?
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is...
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well...
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining the budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of money.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just
A
yet.
ver.
The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after...
A ver quiénes vienen. Ayato, Ayaka. Yo y Milla, ¿no? ¡Ey!
Live. We Melusines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
Es raro ver a Ayaka con ese atuendo, la verdad.
We are so thoughtful. But some Melusines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Ava
Yo y Milla
yet.
siempre tan habladora.
I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit.
So they are who you meant when you said you had...
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have...
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the... So I could only keep you in the back of my mind.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still managed to surprise me first.
Pillada, Ayaka, pillada.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a
¿Qué
coincidence.
causalidad o qué casualidad? ¿En qué quedamos?
Could be brought. Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal?
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr.
Qué guay.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are. And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent
Es
sight.
que Fontaine es preciosa, tío.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
How have preparations...
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are
Oh,
currently facing?
vaya.
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past.
Contra, qué buena
so we
gente.
hope
Indeed.
Que no
You could say
debería
that's the real
dar, pero bueno, en
reason
fin.
why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just...
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish this film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other
all right. I'll do as you say. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if...
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
Siempre tan altruista, yo y Milla.
You are too kind, all of you. I
No
really
llores,
don't know
Xavier,
how
no
to-
llores.
Alright, enough about that. Now that we have... So, instead of mora, you'll...
Oh, but how?
Alright, pull yourself together.
All right. Let me think. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting.
Yes.
clapperboard? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap?
Exactamente, Paimon.
Yes, that's right. Are you interested?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
Alright, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics.
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the traveler take the
Muy
role.
apropiado para mí.
Oh, she's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we...
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places they've seen. After
What do you say, traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So, all that's left for us to find is a director
Un
and
poco
an
efusivo, Xavier.
Me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the...
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known director.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant.
Furina directora.
She could be the director.
Ho, ho, ho.
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already...
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking
Es
over-
correcto, es correcto.
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect. And don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think.
Fine. You're right, Chiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady...
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties.
Very well.
Ay, las labores de
Then we'll be waiting
producción.
to hear-
I'll go with you. By the way, you
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. And
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydra.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontinalia movie?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap?
Isn't the Fontinalia festival happening right now? I heard Avo tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too...
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work.
You're right. We need to further...
Huh? You want something even sweeter than font?
Yes. We'll need a gift that's sweet...
Well, what could that be?
A lavarla. Claro. ¿A quién no? Bueno, espera un segundo. Aquí no hay ninguna cocina, ¿no? ¿O sí? No, aquí no hay cocina. Bueno, vamos a salir de aquí. Voy a hacer una breve parada aquí en la herrería. One moment. No, me equivoqué. Y... esto. Vale. Vale, me falta más burbujina o mandarina en realidad que es. En fin. Switch. Ahí está.
We're here. This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Dormilona, Farina.
Who are you?
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier of...
Hello. Oh, is that the Traveler and Paimon I see behind you?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something? Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel.
Vaya peloteo, Paimon. De verdad. Señor bendito.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does...
This is a small gift we've
Lo de
prepared
leer
for
hasta
you, Lady Farina.
las tantas me recuerda a cierta persona.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now.
¡Ay, la cara! Esas estrellitas en los ojos.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve...
Oh, but didn't you just say...
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the... Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and she's the camera operator. Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see if she can satisfy you with her camera skills.
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. All right, how about this? We'll work with what we have. Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Vale. Está la cosa heavy, ¿eh? Está la cosa heavy. Deberás grabar varias escenas según los requisitos del director para crear una quinografía. Primero deberás confirmar los requisitos de posición y luego deberás escoger una posición para grabar adecuada. Al grabar, en algunas escenas se exigirán unos requisitos de narración, por lo que deberás escoger la narración que mejor se ajuste a ellos según la historia. Intenta satisfacer todos los requisitos de grabación del director. Una vez elegidas todas las posiciones de cámara y la narración, podrás empezar a grabar y observar los resultados. ¿Vale? Sí, claro, eso siempre es clásico. Luego un plano más cercano de la protagonista en este caso, que es la herrera, y luego el plano de la propia forja. Ok. No. Vale. Escogería esta. Y esta. Vale. No. Contra. Que permite representar la figura de la persona. Y esta... Vale, a ver cuál es la narración. Gracias a esas máquinas, Estelle, la dueña, puede trabajar. Vale. Escogería esta. Y esta. A ver qué tal. Vale. A ver cuál es la narración. Pero no se preocupen, la calidad de las armas del taller Beaumont es de primera categoría. Son refinadas y afiladas. Vale. Un plano de distancia moderada. Vale. Obviamente esta elegiría. Vale. Y por último... mostrar el ambiente tranquilo de trabajo de Estelle. que esto no me parece... Y esto tampoco me parece... Vale. Mostrar una escena, sin decir, elijan el taller, no sé qué. No me parece... Mostrar una escena en el taller, pero ¿y estos quiénes son? Bueno, diría que si es en plan esto, pues elegiría esta quizá. Porque esto sí, porque esto es más bien... Puede ser entre esta y esta. Me voy a arriesgar a esta. Vale, ver guión. Vale, pues yo creo que así está bien. A ver qué tal. Sí. Venga. A ver qué tal. No me desagrada.
Let me be honest. Do you really think you have what it takes
Perdona.
to shoot a film? You put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't even in the shots.
A ver,
As for the
es que
original
depende.
intent, I mean, I guess you could be trying to pursue your definition of the avant-garde.
F.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
No está tan mal en realidad, pero bueno. Aquí
Did you think I would
Furina...
agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontaine Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty... If others were to find out I agreed to work with...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well...
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervulat were to hear...
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight...
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely...
Oh, our script is an adaptation.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel?
Oh, so Farina's read it too?
Of course I read it! I've always had a keen interest in artistic... I see. It all makes sense now. You must...
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted...
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, more, it reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her.
So, are you a big fan of...
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good. Ahem, Mr. Xavier. If, hypothetically speaking, I agree to
Ojo,
be the
libertad
director-
creativa, ¿eh?
Oh, as much freedom as you would need.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your
Qué
crew...
lista eres, Furina.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well... I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds.
Oh, Hydro Archon
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trick, and by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping...
Me? If this was before, Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately...
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeer?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. So...
No need to go into all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevres.
Oh, you do?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't...
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a...
It'd be best to keep it that way.
And she sounds professional enough. She is a...
Bueno.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duty.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora.
Guay.
As for whether she has time...
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go.
No problem.
Furina obsesionada con la pasta.
Having Farina join...
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. I'll be sure to ask some people...
Seems like you're finally...
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loaders commentary Then let's get going.
I happen to know where Chevres...
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay...
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a...
What? So is every person into that who doesn't want money gathered?
I already knew Xavier from before. And he's also agreed to give my brain...
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier.
La verdad que sí, que le va a salir redondo lo de esta dirección.
All right.
But where's...
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Pues su, vaya pinta.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her.
Working? But isn't she just...
Just trust me.
Oh, alright. Chiori sure is a mysterious person.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see.
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Qué misteriosa.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to...
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the... Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily. I am Chevres, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to... But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the...
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room.
Ahí va.
Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? 1 second you're
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with... maybe I can let you in on what... Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very...
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order... Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself.
Yeah. Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance?
No. I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn him... All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did...
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But
Yep, he made the wrong choice. Even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't...
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask?
Oh, you see, it's...
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a so what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the act?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and... However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Uy, qué rapidez.
Just like that.
Rapidez, yo sí.
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble...
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh.
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a... Still, I should also head back now. And start...
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have...
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't... Yep, see you tomorrow.
So what did you want to tell us, Chevraz?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never... However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best. The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive, and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep. The Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to do...
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you...
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or... You've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar... There's been a recent murder case involving muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is...
Huh? Really? But Paimon...
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public, because the investigation is currently at a standstill.
A murder involving firearms?
Esto es un evento largo, ¿eh?
But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, however, Well...
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail. Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. I don't want people to see Mosquetes in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and—
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Ok, misión completa. Por lo menos esta parte. Guay, guay. Vale. Vale, chicos, voy a dejarlo aquí porque si no se va a hacer muy largo, ¿vale? Esta será la primera parte del evento Rosas y Mosquetes, ¿vale? Así que iré publicando las siguientes partes. Yo creo que con 2 partes será suficiente, pero bueno, ya iré viendo cuán largo puede ser. Pero bueno, lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Así que nada, muchísimas gracias por acompañarme en esta primera parte y bueno, que lo estén disfrutando y que les guste, básicamente, en general, ¿vale? Así que nada, mil gracias y hasta el próximo vídeo, gamers.